Yeah. Hi crafters. I thought I would do a tutorial my way on the inkpad storage. Yesterday I did a live that I made these inkpad storage cases, and I got the question if I also could make them for distress inkpad. So I adjusted the file. So now I also have a file that's suitable for the distress inkpads. And I'm going to show you how to put this one together because they are going the same way together. So it doesn't make any difference if you have this one for the bigger inked pads or this one for the distress ink pads. I made the drawers and I thought it would be fun that I do it live so you can see the steps that I take, and when Tracy has time, maybe she is willing to do a professional tutorial. Hi, Rhonda. Hi, sweetie. Good morning. Yeah, what I did is I will tell it in steps and I will show what steps I took. So the one that I'm going to put together is for the distress ink pads, but I thought I would show it to you. This is one of the drawers. So this, I will take this one, will make this drawer, and you see some holes in the sides. Don't worry about that. I will tell all about it. The first thing you do is put tape on each of these 4 flaps that you see here, and the other side you will put the tape like this to it. Hi, Carol. Hi, Margot. Hi, TLB. Hi. So what you do is you fold on all the fold lines, and I put the other ones already together so you don't have to wait for ages for me to have them all finished. But I thought it would be nice to show a little bit on how to put it together. Let me take my tool to take off the backings because I always have short nails. And then you take off these backings at the sides like this. And then you glue them together. So I'm always a bit shaky, I know, but yeah, that's something I can't control. That's something my hands do, and I'm used to it. But so that you have it like this, and then you take off the backings first at the front and the back. This way you will close in. I hope the camera will pick it up. But here are the glue flaps, and if you fold this part over, the glue flaps will be extra stuck. Well, I think you know what I mean. So then you fold it over, and I always fold these ones a little bit outside. I will do it the best I can. It's only one drawer that I'm going to show, and then I will show you the most difficult part of the whole build. Oh, come on, please work with me. Hi, Fiona. Hi, Wilma. I think that's your computer, Margot, because I don't hear anybody else over it that it makes sounds. Maybe. Thank you, Carol. So when you fold them over, you will have something like this. And that's what you need. You need 5 of these drawers. So 5 pieces. I will put the backings away because that only makes a mess. And then you will have this contraption. And I don't know if the camera will pick it up. I will try to focus on it, but there are score lines in there. And those score lines are guidelines. And what I do, I did it on all both sizes except the top one. And that's because I wanted to show you what I did. What I did is I cut a point at my tape, and then I will tape it and I will show it when I cut it off. I tape it on an angle, so the point of the tape, will hit the starting point of my score line. And it doesn't need to be that precise, but it helps me when I glue down the drawers to it to focus better. So I did between the score lines, I did my tape, and that's what I did on each part. And then in the cut file, you will find these pieces. So the pieces that you see here. And you glue them down like this. And this is something you have to do before you put on the drawers, because else it's really hard to reach those spots if you do it later on. So what I do is I glue them in between the score lines, and then the last piece, that's the top piece, I will put some glue on that as well, and it finishes off your ink pad storage way nicer. So like this. So this is how your piece needs to be right before you glue on all your drawers. Hi, Gail. Yeah, I made now one for the distress ink pads. So the distress pads and the distress oxides, they both fit in and fit perfectly. And so what I do now is, please be smart and first take off all the backings of the left side. So not the right side, only the left side. Hi, El Friday. Hi. So take off all the backings. And I will try to do this as fast as I can without damaging all the work that I did to prepare. And if you take off the backings, you will see the holes that are there. And those holes you will need in a few seconds, because it's depending on what you like to do. So I took off, oh, I forgot one. I took off all the backings, and then you can do it in two ways. Hi, Crafty Lady. Hi. What I find personally very easy is to do it like this. But if you want to do it like this, you can line up the holes. But if you want to do it like this, then it's smart to take a marker. And mark the holes that are in there. I will see if the camera films this so I can show it to you, because then you can see them perfectly through the holes and line them up. This is something you need to do for the other side, but that I will tell in a few seconds. So I will line them up. Excuse me for not showing it very perfectly, but I will tilt it up so I can show it. What I now did is there is a score line right above the drawer, and I put my drawer on the angle that the score line is in. I know it's not visible really well on the camera, but if you look very closely there, you will see the score line. So that's what I do with all the drawers. So I will line them up with the score line and press them down. So like this. And I'm sorry if my big head is in the way, but I have to see what I'm doing, because I want to use this one for my distress ink pads. I only have 5, so I'm good with only having one. And the last one, I already decorated the front. So these These pieces and the liners will also be in the cut file. And I just put them in my Etsy store, so you can buy them. The only thing is that I don't have a picture of this one yet, because, oh, see, now I'm not paying attention. Oh, Nicole, see, that's always what happens when I do tutorials. That's why I let somebody else do the tutorials. I'm trying to tell so many things at once and not forget anything that I make a mistake. So fortunately enough, I did not press it down really hard. But, well, mistakes happen, and that's why we craft, right? So, okay. And I was happy that it was the back side, so you don't see it when it's finished that I messed it up. That I messed up the last one. Okay, and now you see all the holes in the boxes. No, yeah, you can do them with bread scale. That's whatever you want. I think this is better because then you don't have the breads, and people who want to stick multiple of these racks together, they don't have to deal with the breads that are sticking out. So I'm doing it like this, but if you only need one of these and don't want to glue them side by side, then it's no problem to do it with breads. But for me, it's just a marker so I know where the holes are, and because in a few seconds I need to look through some tape, it's harder to see the holes from the drawers, and that's why I'm putting on a blue dot where the holes are. Oh, Lotje. Lotje wants attention. Lotje is my cat, if you don't know, but every time she wants attention when I'm trying to do a tutorial. That's always the case. So what I do now is I take off all the backings on this side. So let me do that first. And I think this is helpful when you buy the file and you want to put it together, then you know how I put mine together. It's not very hard. This is the most difficult part that's in the file. So I think with me explaining how I designed it, I think it will be helpful. Okay, and now comes the most difficult part. I don't know if I'm able to show it, but what I'm going to do is look through the part and look up the blue dots and make sure that they line up. And I will try to tilt it without me gluing down. See, now I can see the blue holes through the side. And that's what I'm going to do with the other ones as well. So when I see the blue holes, I press down, and then it's already a little bit sticking. And then I also know that my drawers are in there the straight way. And the last one, see, and these holes make it so easy to line them up. See? Now you see all my blue dots through those holes. Well, and then it's a matter what you find more easy. What I would do is take off the backings on the inside. And you always know that I always like to make my stuff sturdy, and you will see in a second why I put glue on this side as well. But it's always a little bit of a hassle. I made my glue strip too long. Hi, Lotje. My cat is looking at me as, are you talking to yourself? Oh. She's cute, but she always wants attention. So then these two things come in place. And what I did is I will try to show you. One side is on an angle. I have to find the camera. One side is on an angle and it's a bit smaller. That part, so this part, will go inside. So what you do is you take the top of your box, put it in like this, all the way to the back. Oh, see, I forgot to take off the backings. Lotje, why do you want attention when I'm busy? Hey, come on. Ah. I'm sorry, guys. Big cat face. Oh, okay. And then you close up the sides and the back side. Come work with me. I'm now doing it on an angle that's not easy for me, but so I can show it to you. So forgive me for struggling a bit. But you see, in the end, it all works out. And what I do then is then I push down with my, oh, I think it's already stuck inside. Oh, come on. Yeah. I think I pressed on it already and then it took a hold. So please do this part with only, so the part that goes inside, do that part only with liquid glue. That's more easier. For me, it doesn't matter because I don't look at that side, but I will not take off these backings because then I will have the same problem again. When I'm doing it by myself and not trying to do it in front of the camera, it will work out, but you will always see that things go wrong when you try to show it to people and then it goes horribly wrong. So what I do is the piece that has the angles, I will put on some liquid glue. And I took off the backing, so this part goes inside. I hope that's visible for you guys. And it's only to make the top and the bottom more stronger. Excuse me for tilting it up, but then that way I can see it way better and not mess the bottom side up as well. See? And then I take something that's very thin and press down. And then it's only a matter of putting all your liners in and all the end pieces. So like this, these come onto the front. And in the cut file, you will also find these really tiny corners. And these tiny corners are to go onto the sides of your drawers. So like this. I will put them on a bit so you have an idea. So that it looks like the sides are also covered with design paper. Hi, Robin. So that's where those tiny corners go. You have 5 for each side. So like this. And in the cut file, you will find also the design paper layers that goes on the sides. So, and the liners that go in there. And this one, this piece, that's the piece. Oh, let me first shake those other ones off. This one is for at the top. So to decorate the top piece. And then you tilt it up. And then you can put in your distress ink pads. Oh, I will do one lower so you can see it. See? And then you can fill it up with your distress impact. Ink pads. See, I can't even speak English anymore. So I hope this was helpful, although my mistakes on how to put it together, I think it's a very fun one to have. See, I even didn't comb my hair this morning. So my Corona hairdo is nice today. But yeah, I hope this is helpful for all of you. And I will put off my spotlight. Hi, Linda. I thought, yeah, Gail, yeah, you can do it with breads, but I think it's better to use them only as a guide. And then you will have the option, if you buy more ink pads, that you can, for instance, glue the two holders together. If there are breads in between, you will have a gap. So that's why I didn't put in the breads. But if you prefer doing it with breads, no problem. Thank you. Thank you all Friday. Yeah, I think it's fun. I will take the, oh, I have them here. I thought I will put the other ones in so you can see that the normal distress inks also fit. But then you can fill it up with your ink pads. And since I only have 5, I'm finished. That's the benefit for not being able to buy great ink pads. You only have to make one. I always try to look at the bright side, but yeah. So they both go together the same way, exact same way. The only difference is that this part is smaller and the drawers are smaller, but this way you have a perfect storage for your ink pads. And there was a lady who asked me if I could design something for blender brushes, but since there are so many out there, it's hard for me to know for what brushes. And yeah, I don't think I will do something like that. But if you want something for another storage system, we all use inkpads, so that's something I can design. But if there is a lot of different kinds and sizes, it's always a struggle to make something for only that item, because designing something like this takes up a lot of time. And if I need to design something for every single brand, I can do that, but then I won't sell a lot of files and it doesn't make up for the hours that I put in there. I have to be honest about that. So yeah, I hope that if you give me an idea that it's for something that we almost all use or all have, because in this one other brand ink pads will also fit. So because of the ink pads aren't very different than in size, then no, all the different brands aren't having another size. So that is easy to make one that can withhold all the different brands, if you know what I mean. Thank you, Robin. Hi, Deb. Hi. Thank you, Rhonda. Just test tube carousel. Yeah, Bernuita is right. She says the test tube carousel that I made, that can also hold blender brushes, but then only the larger blender brushes. Yeah, and I think, Berita, that they mean those ones that you put on your finger or something like that. Hi, Diane. Good morning, Nicole. On my way to work. Catch you later. No problem. Yeah, so they are now both in my Etsy store. So if you want to buy them, you can buy them there. And I will finish off mine with the design paper and then take pictures and put the right pictures in my Etsy store as well. It will now say something like image will follow soon, something like that. But yeah, I put both of these files in my Etsy store. So if you like, you can take them. Hi, Nicole. Bakey Cat Store said my die should come soon. Oh, that's wonderful. Finally. Could you make it modular that each box hold? one tilted drawer like a matchbox. No, that's not possible because of the angle, Gail. Because if I just put in a drawer box and then the drawer, that's no problem. But if you put the ink pad in, it makes it heavier and then it will drop out. So that's not possible. If that's what you mean, could you make it modular that each box holds one title drawer like a matchbox? I think that's what you mean. I'm trying to understand what you write, so that way it could be a smaller die. No, yeah. If this would be made into a die, it will be a big die set. And I have to see if a seller would be interested. And then I have to make this one into a die set for the distress impact. And I have to make this in a die set. And yeah, as you see, there is a lot of space, and if that's a die, the die will be very big. I can't help it. Else, only one or two ink pads will fit in if I would make it smaller. And I think that's not fun. Maybe 4 drawers instead of 6. But these has 5, sweetie. It's only 5, not 6. So yeah, I could do 2, but then you have to make so many of these. Some people will have 30 ink pads and then they have to make 15 of these stands. And now they only have to make 6, if you know what I mean, if they have 30. So it's always a bit of a struggle. Of course, if you're a little bit smart, you can adjust this one to only 2. That would be no problem. And I think even with a die, that's possible. But yeah, I'm not going to change it up in something with less or more drawers, because that would take me a lot of time as well. And I think that it's possible to make only a section with 3 drawers. Oh, wait a minute. The front doorbell. I think the record dies are coming in. Oh, that's fun that you... Yeah, my husband is running downstairs and take on the package. I hope they are the record dies. I was waiting for them on Friday, and they promised to send it out Friday, but then later on the day I got a notification that they will bring it on Monday. So I will ask my husband in Dutch. Zijn dat stanzen?
Wat zei je?
Zijn dat de recordstanzen?
Nou, ik weet niet wat het is. Volgens mij is het goud wat erin zit.
Zwaar. I think so. I think it's the record dice.
It's mine. It's mine.
Yeah, we are in. Be careful, Ben. Yeah, you can't please all of the people all the time. No, I know, Rhonda. And I want to do as much fun stuff as I can imagine. In the meanwhile, I'm trying to cut open the envelope. I think, yes. Let me cut it open. I will tilt my camera a little bit. Come on. Yes, finally they arrived, and now hopefully 28 will be inside. Oh, let me take them out and then I will tilt my camera further, because on the package is my home address, of course. See, yeah, now I can tilt the camera. Give me a few seconds, and now we'll see if I can bend it down enough. Yes. Oh, now I have to count them and hope that 28 are inside. I will first count the records themselves. so I can ship them out. I believe that a few of you already got them in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. See, again, he told me 28. Is one of them in between the other ones? No. Let me count it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. See, I counted right. How is Mr. Popular today?
I'm fine.
Ah, that's great. Oh, that's great, Robin. I'm so happy that you got them. Oh, that's cool. I was just thinking that way we could make an apothecary chest mixing your other drawers. Oh, is that something you want, Gail? Oh, but that's something I could design. That's no problem. So, but I think I will be busy shipping these ones out and going to the post office. I will count the other ones later on. But I think there are 28 as well, and I have 2 extras because last time he sent me 2 more of these, and he forgot 2 records. So, yeah, if I'm missing one of these, it's not such a big deal because I have 2 extras here. I even have one myself because everything I get in, I ship out as much. So you guys have it, and I will wait for mine. But yeah, it's frustrating if he tells me that he shipped out a certain number and then I discover that there are less. So yeah, I was a little bit frustrated last time. But Rhonda, Mr. Popular is okay. He is now trying to fix his popcorn machine. So I love to see how it turns out, and I think he needs to shop for the right papers. But yeah, hopefully it will be ready soon.
I have a big shop over here.
And, oh, you have your own shop here. He means my craft supplies. Oh, let's see about that. Okay, sweet people, if you want the storage bins, they are ready. I will finish up mine, and as soon as I finished up mine, I will put the pictures in my Etsy store, but then you have an idea on how to put it together. They go together the same way, so it doesn't matter if you take this one or the other one. It's the same. Yeah. El Friday says, I cannot wait to see your popcorn machine. So you have to move it on then. Sweet people, thank you for being here. Thank you for being with me. I'm going to ship out all the dies, so I have my work cut out. But yeah, I will see you guys soon in another video. I just wanted to show you a few handy steps that you have to know about putting this ink pad storage system together. I wish you all a nice day, and thank you for being here with me.